Welcome back. You're watching CNBC TV 18's very special coverage of the Vibrant Gujarat Summit of 2017. Now, demonetization has been a subject of intense discussion across the length and breadth of the country. But here at the Vibrant Gujarat Summit, it has not found place as a subject of a formal theme of discussion. We, however, caught up with the top corporates, and this is what they had to say on demonetization. Listen in.
Demonetization is behind us at this moment. What we really should be thinking is whatever money has come inside are the banks, for example. How are we encouraging financial literacy and how are we encouraging more products to get used to? Earlier the money would have gone into just real estate or so, or maybe gold or so. But now I think, you will see more monies coming into the security markets. Local bond market, which we are waiting for, will continue to take out. Already mutual funds have seen flows. So I would say that how do we really help the literacy and enthuse confidence? If you're focused on this, I think we should be all good.
First of all, when you think about demonetization, I think we're too focused on the short and immediate term. This is not an instant gratification kind of thing. This is something that we will hopefully see over a period of time. But at the same time, I think when you look at any of our client segments, and whether it's individuals, whether it's households, whether it's small and mid-sized businesses, or whether it's large corporations and institutions, I think everyone is gearing around towards this whole notion of wanting to be more digital, right? I mean, some people are already very digital, and then they try and think about how we can be even more digital. Some people are not adequately digital, and they will think about being digital. And I think when you think about that whole notion, and if you think about an institution like ours, which in any case at the heart of everything that we do and have been doing for a long time in India is around electronic, is around digital, because we've never had the physical footprint to be able to create scale. So you have to find ways to create scale without having the physical footprint, and that's what we've attempted to do quite successfully. So I think this, in a sense, in the short term, which is the 50 or 60 days that you're talking about, we've already seen a huge amount of interest, just in terms of how we can do things more digitally.
While consumption in rural as well as in urban India has been impacted due to demonetization, Nestle India's top boss Suresh Narayanan says that things are starting to stabilize right now. In fact, its flagship product Maggi noodles is back to its leadership position with a market share of about 60%. Let's listen into what he had to say.
We had an impact in November, most certainly, out of the fact that in parts of the country, the wholesale trade was kind of affected badly because of the lack of currency. But I think what has happened is that in December, things have started to stabilize a bit, and certainly some parts of the country have normalized much better than others. The whole outlook that we have is that I think that demonetization as a step, and I've said this before, is clearly good for this country. There will obviously be some hiccups on the way. We were going through that. I'm happy to say that things seem to be coming back into the business, and I do hope that 2017 will also be a good year for the company.
Do you think growth will be impacted in this financial year as an outcome of demonetization?
Look, I don't speak as an economist, but I speak more as a...
No, for the company.
For the company, I would say that, look, we are clearly a company with products which are meant for consumption. And obviously, if there are steps that come up both in the budget as well, and also in terms of other measures that the government can take in terms of enhancing or in fact stimulating consumption, there's no reason to believe that there would be an adverse impact on companies like us.
What about Maggi? What's the market share at this point in time? Has it bounced back to original levels? And what's in the pipeline for Maggi?
Look, Maggi has, I think, the comeback of Maggi has been a story of the kind of blessings and support we've had from the consumers. I'm eternally grateful to them for making what Maggi is today. We are back to roughly 60% market share. That's what we were in. I think the plans for the year are fairly aggressive. in most of the pockets of consumption. I think we are getting back quite strongly.
With that, it's time to slip into a very short break. On the other side, we bring you what India Inc. expects from the budget this time around.